Welcome yet again to Open Minded Talks with Miss K. I am so happy to be back. Happy New Year, Happy New Year to everybody. I know it's been a while, but yes, we're just enjoying life. I know you guys are used to me doing this alone, but today I have my very first visitor on this beautiful couch of mine at Open Minded Talks with Miss K.
I'm the best.
And I am coming with you the best.
The first.
The first, yeah.
Okay.
In everything. Okay. So I'm here with my husband. Same name. Obviously same husband. But we can call him K, as people call him. So we can call him K. Today we're going to be talking about all things relationships. And if we don't cover everything, we'll definitely probably have a part 2 because Rebecca load shedding anytime soon. Mr. K, welcome, husband, to my Open-Minded Talks with Miss K. Maybe you can introduce yourself.
But do I need to introduce myself? I think that's far. She's covered everything. Kalibito ke koketso Ramatlo. Yes, I'm the first visitor on this couch. So I hope we're going to share something impactful. We'll add value. We don't know much, but at least we've been through this journey relationship for some time. Ne? You didn't tell them. We've met grade 8, right? So you can imagine now, it's been how many years? Sure. 11 or so.
Like, don't expose us. Don't expose our age.
No,
It's been what? 11 what?
11 years.
No, man, Lord.
No, sorry.
We've been married this year. We're turning actually 10 years in marriage.
Oh, no, my bad. So, yes, sorry. So we met in grade 8.
It's been 22 years.
So it's been 22 years since we've known each other, right? Mm-hmm. So this year, it's our 10-year anniversary.
10-year wedding anniversary, yes.
Yeah, 10-year wedding anniversary. So, I'm hoping I did stick it up. For a while. It's not an easy journey, but I hope you when it comes to love,
it's also not a hard one.
No, it's not a hard one. It's a choice you make that you want to stay. Yes.
So we're not gonna be. It's not like gonna be an interview. We're gonna be having a conversation. Or even if there's like questions there, just to create a conversation. Firstly, for you guys to get to know the both of us. How did we meet? Because we've got 2 different versions of events on how we met. Should I start with my one? My one is that I was in grade 8 and I was in the same class as his cousin. She was a great friend of mine, Portia. Shout out to you, Portia. Portia was like, you've got to meet my cousin. You guys, you've got the same names and you're all clever. Like, he was top of the class. Now you're top of the class. Yeah. You guys are going to love each other. Like, you're going to love each other. So, she kept saying that until Awiti Omongwe came to our school. And oh my goodness, it was so clean, like shoes polished.
Yeah, back then I was not like this. I was on point.
What do you mean you're not like this? You're still cute, my honey bunch. Oh, hi bo, he's still cute.
Yeah.
But you had your hair made up, the ice can.
It was a time when the ice can.
Long time ago they called them the perm, but Kana Koyarina, it was not the perm, it was the escalon cut. And I was also an escalon cut type of girl. And then she introduced us. Koketso. And for me, it was love at first sight. For real. It's like, oh my goodness, he's so cute. And I remember Obviously, hi, kinna koketso, kwena koketso. Oh, nice to meet you. I heard about you, whatever. And I'm like, oh, I need to go do something. And then when I walked away, I remember walking away and saying, I'm gonna turn around and just check if he's looking at me. And if he's looking at me, it means he likes me. And I remember turning and I found him looking, and I was like, yes. So it was very interesting. It was and then from there it was on and off, friends and whatnot, up until matric. After matric, we then when we did our first year, that's when we didn't do the on and off.
Well, what do you mean by on and off?
I'm saying we got to date and break up during the period of our high school. And then after, when we did our first year, that's when there was no this thing of playing. It was all serious.
Yeah.
And there was this one time I remember I said to him, I wish you and I would have met in our next coming years, thinking that something's gonna break us up. Kind of little did I know God was listening, because I was like, we're still young, so we're obviously gonna still play around and mess around, so we may not make it. Kanti, God's ear, Mudimo, they were listening and said, you guys don't know, all of it together. And then that's my vision of how we met. What is your vision of how we met? I regret.
No. The version is exactly that. Well, her interpretation of actually when she turns and I'll be looking at her, it means I'm into her. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if that's what it means, but yeah.
Well, then I got your attention.
No. Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
No, you know what? The version is exactly as it is.
But
yes, I was looking at her. I mean, no one thinks straight in grade 8, right? So you're obviously looking at the wrong things. Yeah, but the reason I was looking at her, she had a very nice behind. So yeah, I was just looking at that. But yeah, to be quite honest, yeah, I liked her, obviously. I mean, also my friend, we're not going to the same school, so also my friend was telling me about her. So in any case, yeah.
Telling you about me?
Yeah, telling me about you, that I need to meet you.
Oh.
Yes.
The cousin or the friend? The
no,
other
the friend. No, I'm talking about the friend.
Yeah.
Because we used to do this maths thing, together and blah 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 blah. So because of that, she was a mini genius wherever she go school, right? And I was also learning. So and we had our friends were at least a grade higher.
Yeah.
So we had no choice. When they were doing matric, we had to study with them and we would do those things. So she happened to be there, and she goes with my friend to the same school.
I went, yes.
Yes, and then at that time I was from a different school. So we met.
I think the weirdest part of it all, or the nicest part, or weird or funny, is that for me, the person who initiated, we need to meet, it was the girl cousin. And now already there was a guy who was his best friend then, wanted us to meet. So it was I don't know if kere fate or what, but it was these two people that knew us and they wanted us to meet because they saw that we would make a good couple or something. And they were right on point. Shout out to Jerry and Portia. Shout out to them. And what made you, besides the beauty, Nekilele Donga Den as we would say, yeah, li fetingana eri kukileng ya bana, that we carried with. But yeah, back in my time, I know I was the thing, But what attracted me to you? Maybe you should start that. What attracted you to me besides the beauty and the behind?
Yeah, I think at that time, and even still today, I think our personalities at that time, I think we loved the same thing. We were so focused, so driven. So I think that's one of the things. I knew as much as we can be dating, but we wouldn't be bored, just sitting and practicing maths at that time, because we wanted to be, clever and be something. I think our personality at that time, even still today, we still share the same thing. Like, we have the same goal, same vision. I remember when after we would always talk about our goals, ne? Hey, I want to go to UP, I want to go to TT, I want to study this and that. It's like, to be quite honest, I think we were at that time one of those couples that were too focused about making it in life, and we love the same thing, and that should be the reason why today we actually work together. We do everything together. Wherever you see me, she's there. So I think we didn't get bored of each other at that time, and the goal was the same, to be quite honest. Where we want to be and what we want to achieve. The things that you wanted, I wanted, and at that time you were the only. You can imagine at grade, during high school, no one was focused then, but I think we had our little corner of being focused together.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Well, same here. I think I liked the we had so much in common, wanting to achieve and do that. So even if, like, let's say I had a boyfriend, conversations would be different when I'm talking with you.
Yeah.
It would be like with the boyfriend. I don't know. I don't even remember. That's how long ago it was. What we'd be talking, but what I remembered is that even when we were not dating, we were friends. We just couldn't let go of each other because we enjoyed each other's company.
Yeah.
So even when we're not dating, you're dating someone and I'm dating someone, we'd still see each other. And the conversations would be so much refreshing and different. It would be like, Yes. So yeah, I think that's what made us to get to be here today. So that's how we met. And yes, as you also said, we had similar dreams on going to. We wanted to go to the University of Pretoria, but we both ended up go to UT.
Yes.
And so yeah, vice versa. And then that's when we
met go to UT. At that time, we didn't tell each other that we're gonna go to UT.
We thought we were going to UP.
And we bumped into each other, go to UT, and it was the spark started again. And then the rest is history.
Yeah, and then we got married, and you gave me so many kids. Like, even the sperm and the egg, they get along. Like, they get along like a house on fire. Every time I sneeze, I got pregnant. So what then was life before the kids and everything? Life and in the process of being married and being pregnant, and then life after the kids. What would you say the difference is?
Sure.
And by the way, we did not rehearse these questions. We did not plan for these questions. We did not prepare for this. We just said we're going to let it flow because, the energies are always in sync. So there's no way we're not going to come with a kill or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, what would be the difference for you? I can say, maybe let me start.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the difference is that being young, we carefree, right? Mm-hmm. There's nothing to worry about. There's no responsibility. Even the body, I was the bomb.com, no mkaba, nothing, and then you get to a point of you marrying your best friend. And a lot of people would say that after you marry, like, things, they're trauma, I think after we got married, it was still, I think overall we've been blessed to have each other. It's been a nice, if people say it goes up and down, it's been more up than downs together.
Yeah.
And it's all because of marrying your best friend. So during the pregnancy, I was so lucky to have him by my side because he would be having the symptoms he would be having the morning sicknesses. You know, I would just be gaining the weight for everyone.
Yeah.
And you would be having the morning sicknesses. But he used to always be like by my side. Each and every scan, would not miss it. Even when I was working in Pretoria and he was working in Joburg, he would make sure that he does not miss it.
Yeah.
And we planned out getting our firstborn, and then the second and the third, I don't know, Karneli guess the firstborn was just hoying the other ones come. So we've got 3 kids together, and they all like 2 years apart. The first one and the second one is 1 year 6 months apart, and then the second and the last one, they're 2 years apart. So we still have little kids, and then now with the kids, it's more like we even more focused now that we need to actually take care of them, and we need to groom them and make them little coquetos, make them focus at the age they were. So yeah, I think it's been a nice ride from before marriage. Obviously we party a lot as we got married and got children. And then now that they are, you know, growing up, we don't really care about partying and stuff. We've enjoyed family time. It's just like sitting on the couch watching TV, and that fulfills us.
Yeah, doing nothing. Yeah, I think if I can look at the difference, and the reason why the difference never teared us apart is because we had the same goal, same vision, right? And most importantly, we never get enough of each other. Like we don't get bored. Ne? I know there are couples they do get bored. Or hey, I've been with this person for have time with yourself, and then I don't know.
With other girls.
I think with us it's totally different. You can imagine now we work together, same office, same house, same bed, same everything. So whatever we do, if we have to go somewhere, maybe we've got a work project, we go together. Even if it's me who's going to do maybe some of the work, we'll just go together, and the excuse would be just so that we drive together, blah blah. But yeah, I think we never get bored of each other. So even when the differences came, obviously it's not going to be the same. Before, you know, we were just singlets, and now we have to stay with each other, and then now we know each other like for real, and that's where you get to understand that it's a case of making a choice, right? For example, just one quick example, right? If in most cases, when let's say you grew up, like in my case, I know my mom would do the washing, she would do the cooking, and all of those, right? So you expect maybe when you get into marriage, maybe you are marrying your mom, only to get the realization, no, this person is not your mom. This person is your choice. So you choose to love this person, right? You choose to love this person even when you are hungry and there's no food. She hasn't cooked. I'm like, baby, are you gonna cook? Like, no, I am not cooking. I'm not cooking, and you have to accept. Like I accept and I agree. My wife is not domesticated, right? And I wouldn't force her to do whatever.
But I do cook.
No, she does cook, and when she cooks, the food is spot on.
Yay.
So the only thing I'm just trying to bring up a difference. At times, there's this notion, or no, your wife will do 1, 2, 3, and you get into marriage with that mindset, or no, I know Hikifika, when I come back from work or doing whatever, I'm tired, I sit down, my wife brings pap and holiday. It's not like that. So it is, and it has never been like that. And for us, it's a case of what are we eating? I'm craving this. You can do it. I'm not going to do that. Blah blah. Let's just eat bread. Let's just eat out. Whatever the case is. So you then now need to start to accept that this is my person.
This is a partnership.
It's a partnership.
Different company from your mama or papa how.
Yes. You get what I mean. You stick it out. And that's why it's important to understand that love is a choice. You choose to love a person, right? You choose. even when there are things that you don't like, you choose to love this person, and you wake up and you say, I choose to love her and stick by her. But to be quite honest, I think our journey, for me, if anyone should say marriage is hard, I don't think I've got to that point where I say, hey, this is hard, I'm tired.
I think from what you said, it's people have got so much ego. As you had said, my dad, my mom is doing this for my dad all the time and whatnot. Like, for an example, we've got 3 kids. In the mornings, he's the one who buffs them, because I'm not a morning person, right? I kid you not, he wakes up and buffs them, and Mina, I wake up and do like lunchbox, take out their clothes. So it's a
team effort.
It's a team effort, and a lot of people would probably be like, really, you know. So but it works for us, you know. It works for us, and in the mornings, because I'm so not a morning person, I love my sleep. Every morning without fail, he makes me coffee. He makes me tea or cappuccino. That's our love language. I love it, and he does it for me, you know. There's something you wanted to add on it.
I'm trying to think. I mean, there are times where Satan out and no, today I'm not gonna make coffee. Like, wake up. You can imagine we work for ourselves, so no one is limiting our time, so we can decide to wake up later. So I would, Satan out saying, today I agree coffee. She must wake up and do whatever. But but you say I still get back to the normal self. And definitely without fail, I do bath our kids. For us, it's a bonding session, and we fight and hey, we are getting late, and they cry. It's always there.
We fight with the kids.
We fight with the kids. But it's a team effort. So I think with us, our journey is because it has been a team effort, and we help each other. Our strength, right? My strength complements her weakness, right? Same thing, vice versa. Even in business, like we're in business together. Like, I know, for example, she's the master negotiator, right? Like, I would not go and negotiate how much things must happen and blah blah blah. I'm not that person. I know when it requires someone to go and negotiate that we need this much, I say, sir, Bobby. And then she would do the work. I mean, I'm more of a systems guy, more of an operations guy, more of
the
I get the work done. I'm more of a strategic guy, right? She's more of a salesperson. I hate to sell. I can't even sell a spoon. And people will tell you, hey, you can't be in business and not know how to sell. No, guys, I'm in business now. I don't sell. Like, I don't have time to be selling. You either want it or you don't.
Or negotiating.
Or I have no time to negotiate. So if we can't agree on something, I would just take it like that. But for me, I think we complement each other. Our strength and our weaknesses.
I have a baby. My strength is not only sales. Ow.
No, I'm not saying your strength is sales. I'm saying one of the things.
And.
Yeah.
So another thing that I think we are doing a great job on is parenting. Yeah. Besides the birthing of them, but we teach our kids so many things. We've already started teaching them how to meditate. We've already started teaching them how to dream big and not limit their dreams.
Yes.
We've already, we are that voice that's already inscribed in their minds that if someone says they're stupid or they don't know anything, they must deny that, you know?
Yeah. And
we find that as we are intentionally teaching them, they then come back to us, like, for example, when I say, come on, you're gonna be late. Because you're not doing 1, 2, 3. It's like, don't say that. Don't say something that's so negative.
Yeah.
So then they constantly remind us that actually, we shouldn't say things that are negative. So I think we're doing a great job when it comes to parenting.
No, we are. yesterday as we were driving, as I was taking them to school, Kuma said, you know, Dad, I'm going to own hotels. Otto, you're going to own hotels. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to own hotels.
At
I
the
think
Bahamas.
I'm gonna have more than 100 staff, people working for me at the Bahamas, and I'm also gonna give to the homeless. You know, the food that is left, I'll give to the homeless, and blah blah blah. I'm like, serious? And she says her hotels will be at the Bahamas.
We have never even been there.
Like, I don't
We
even
need to
know.
go
I
there.
don't
Like,
even know.
we need to plan a trip there so that we can see the hotels there.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. So,
It gets to show. I think somehow they can see what we do, that we do us. You know, we do our own thing. We don't work for anyone, and you know, they somewhat want that. They somewhat want that. As much as we're not, you know, forcing it to them, but even them, they develop that, you know, business mindset. You know, I mean, I don't know whether it's YouTube or whatever. Like Kumu would tell you about, you know, how much is in my credit card, but she's not even working. I don't know who's supposed to give her money in a credit card and blah blah blah. But yeah, I think we're doing well when it comes to parenting.
Yeah.
We're doing okay.
okay. So when it comes to, I think we're going to have part 2 of this. We're going to have part 2 of this, definitely, because there's a lot of things that we didn't touch. I really want us to touch sex life. I want us to touch spirituality. I want us to touch divorce. I want us to touch finances, you know. But probably this part 1 is all about just you getting to know who we are. And the next take or the next episode is going to be really extending on what we think of sex, what we think of finances and marriages and all of that. But this episode is just really about you getting to know us, what we're about, and all of that. Fine. So before we leave you guys, just to ask you this question: what do you think makes a power couple? Would you say we're a power couple? Number 1. Number 2, what do you think makes a power couple? Number 3, well, anything that you'd like to say about marriages before we head out.
Okay. All right. Are we a power couple? Well, I think so. According to my own view, I think we are a power couple. So what makes a relationship or marriage work is teamwork. We are in this together. Your win is my win. Your lose is my lose. All of those. I think we are in this together, and that's what makes marriage work. I need to make sure that I get you to a level where you feel comfortable with being you, and same thing vice versa, right? I think that's what makes marriage or relationship work. If we can understand that we are in it together, what you do builds us. What I do builds us. I bring 100,000, it builds us. You bring 100,000, it builds us. We are in it together. I think it's more of a team effort, teamwork, and there's no competition.
Yeah.
In marriage, no competition.
Yeah.
Then you succeed.
Like for example, quickly before we leave, we both wanted to study for our masters in business administration or for our MBAs, and obviously having kids and us being the 2 of us wanting to go study it, you said to me you can go ahead and study it first and then I'll study afterwards.
Yeah.
Which often in a lot of relationships you would find that the guy says, no, I'm the head, I need to study it. So if people could understand that this is not like a power couple fight type of game or whatever, it's real life. Whatever I achieve, we both achieve. Whatever he achieves, we both achieve.
Yes.
It's not me, but it's us. I think what makes a power couple is the unselfishness. Like,
Yes.
you need to understand that there's a lot of compromise. There's a lot of to hela the ego, break down the ego, communication. There's a lot of things. I'm a good communicator. I speak whenever I feel that something right, I need to speak it over. And he's not the one, but now because of me, he needed to learn that. So yeah, there's a lot. I mean, for example, Liena, he does not want to sleep. I have to like basically open the blanket and put the pillow nicely on the bed before he can go to sleep. I'm telling you, I'll be coming from so far. And just because of I'm coming and that night he would wait for me just to open the blankets for him. So those are little things that it's our love language or how we want to be treated, and in relationships that's what we need to be getting into. So just before we go, just a touch up on what's going to be on our next episode, part 2 of relationships with hubby. We're going to be talking about finances. We're going to be talking about divorces. We're going to be talking about sex. We're going to be talking about spirituality, what happens if you guys have got different beliefs, and also just share our experiences on how, you know, our religion or our spiritual journey and all of that, and also how our sex before, during, and after the kids. Is it still the same? So yeah, we're gonna be unfiltered and talk about all of those things. But for now, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Please do share, like, and subscribe. And if you have any questions regarding those topics that I said we're gonna be touching on, please do send them and then we'll answer them. Even those that have got my personal WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, send your questions and we'll definitely make sure to answer all those questions. From me and from Hasbay, it's bye-bye.
Thank you guys. Cheers.